Two industrial fan quotations can show the same model and price, yet hide completely different commitments. One supplier's MOQ may mean one model in one production batch, another may mean one carton, one voltage, one label, and one shipment release. Lead time may start at payment, drawing approval, material arrival, or sample sign-off. Before comparing numbers, turn each quote into the same quantity map, sample definition, and clock. MOQ means minimum order quantity, but the unit of that minimum must be named. Is it per model, diameter, motor, voltage, control option, color, label, carton, purchase order, or shipment? Can variants share one material lot, or does each configuration create a separate setup and traceability batch? A useful quote writes the minimum beside every configuration boundary instead of placing one unexplained number at the top. Why does an MOQ exist? Often because several costs and process constraints occur by batch rather than by piece. Material may be purchased in supplier pack sizes. Machines and fixtures require setup and changeover. Labels and cartons have print quantities. A test plan may need a defined lot and sample size. Traceability records need a coherent batch identity. These drivers vary by product and supplier, so MOQ is an engineering and commercial output, not a universal formula. The word sample also needs a type. An existing production sample can confirm size and general workmanship, but may not match your voltage, connector, or label. A modified sample adds selected changes. An appearance or functional prototype may use temporary parts. A tooling sample checks parts from a new tool. An engineering validation sample answers defined technical questions. A pre-production sample should represent the released configuration and intended process. These are not interchangeable deliverables. Whatever the type, give the sample an identity. Record the model, drawing and bill of material revision, control or firmware version where relevant, tooling state, deviations, test purpose and results. Keep an approved unit or controlled evidence pack as the golden reference. The real Longwell sample images here show physical geometry and interfaces only, they do not prove when the sample was built, whether it was approved or how later production will conform. Now unpack lead time into separate clocks. First comes technical clarification. Then material and tooling readiness. Next is sample build and supplier testing, followed by the buyer's review or equipment trial. Only after the release trigger does the production clock begin. Inspection, rework and packing form another stage. Transit and customs are a logistics clock, not production lead time. Every estimate needs a named start event and finish event. This is why 3 weeks can describe very different realities. Does the clock start after deposit, purchase order confirmation, signed drawing, approved sample, buyer supplied component arrival or all technical questions closing? Does it end at production completion, inspection pass, ex-works availability, carrier handoff, port loading or delivery? Write those events beside the date. Otherwise, two quotations with the same duration cannot be compared. Changes stop the old clock. A new voltage, connector, cable length, controller, material, label, packaging rule, test requirement or quantity can affect procurement, setup, validation and the production slot. Use a change record that shows the request, affected documents, cost, timing impact, approval, and new baseline. A message saying small change only is not a scheduled decision until the affected work is evaluated and accepted. Lower MOQ and faster sampling can be valuable, but both may change the offer. A small run may use standard materials, existing tooling, neutral packaging, or a limited set of variants. An expedited sample may answer only fit, interface or function, not lifetime, compliance, or production capability. Ask what has been simplified, deferred, or excluded. Speed is useful when the decision question is explicit. It is dangerous when everyone assumes the sample proves more than it does. Compare suppliers with a quote time map. For each quantity tier, list the exact configuration, sample type, tooling or non-recurring work, material status, technical release trigger, sample evidence, buyer approval window, production slot, inspection scope, packaging, delivery point and exclusions. Separate indicative estimates from confirmed slots and contractual commitments. The best looking number is not the best offer if its clock or scope is undefined. Buyers can often improve the plan without forcing an unrealistic promise. Consider quantity tiers, shared components across variants, standard colors or connectors, neutral packaging for the first release, separate tooling or engineering charges, phased validation, a forecast with scheduled call-offs, or a pilot lot followed by scale-up. Each option changes economics and risk differently. Negotiate the structure that removes a real batch driver, and keep every agreed exception in the controlled order package. MOQ, lead time and sampling become manageable when they are treated as one linked system. Define the configuration boundary, identify the batch drivers, choose the correct sample type, control its identity, separate every clock, record changes, and compare quotes on the same map. Only then should price and calendar decide the supplier. For a traceable fan quotation, send Longwell the exact model or operating point, quantity tiers, customization, target date, destination, and evidence needs. We can return the open assumptions instead of hiding them inside one number.